All right, how's it going, man?
Yeah, good.
You feeling pretty good after yesterday?
Yeah, really stoked. Had a really good day yesterday. It was good that it finally all came together. We had good wind, good waves, and some really amazing conditions. Stoked to come away with the win.
How many times have you done it and won like that?
Basically, last year was the first year I did the KSP tour.
Yeah.
They had they finished 2 events last year, Mauritius and here, and I was lucky enough to get 5th in Mauritius in the first year, which gave me the world title for last year. This year we were meant to have a few more events, but unfortunately this was the only one that came through. But stoked to walk away with the win. I really love this spot at Ho'okipa. It's an amazing wave. I've been here a few times kiting and really enjoy it. Yeah, for me what I love about kite surfing is you just have so many different styles and so many different things you can do. You've got wave riding, you've got freestyle, racing, jumping, and for me, like there's so much there that you can never really get bored. For people wanting to get into it, the best way is to go and find a local kiteboarding shop or someone that does lessons. Get yourself some lessons. It usually helps if you've got a friend to go with, somebody to kind of compete with a little bit, push yourself. For me, that was the biggest thing that helped me. I had a few mates that were also really keen on kite surfing. We really wanted to push each other and feed off each other, and I think that helped, get me to where I am today.
Right.
First off, man, what's your name? What are you all about?
Cool. My name's Jessie Richman. I'm from Maui, Hawaii. Been kitesurfing for about the last 12 years now, doing it professionally, and fun to compete here in some of the local events. Have some fun with some of the top guys out there. Always good times.
How were the waves yesterday, man? How did you do?
The conditions, they were fun. It wasn't huge. I really prefer the massive, crazy, big stuff. But it was fun conditions, so we all had a good time.
Perfect, perfect. Where's the sport heading, do you think?
This sport is such an incredible sport because you can do so many different aspects to it. You can wave ride, you can boost huge, you can race, you can do this, you can do that, and it's kind of just what, everyone's doing what they want to do and what's the most fun thing for them. I personally love the extreme side of it, so I love pushing the big wave aspect of it, the big air aspect of it. So go out there and in 40, 50 knots when it's huge waves, when nobody else really feels like going out, that's when I'm like
it's your time, it's your time, man. That's awesome. Like when you wake up in the morning and you're like looking at the surf report or whatever, like what gets you out there, man? Like why?
Like when you wake up sometimes and just look at the map, it'll be all blue and green, and it's kind of just like 20 knots, 1-2 foot waves, and you see that purple or black blob on the map. You're like, wait, what's that? There's a really big storm coming. Ooh. It's like, oh, there's gonna be 30 to 40 foot waves, 30 knots of wind. Yes, there we go. That's it. It's like, all right, get everything ready. Let's see how we make sure everything's all tuned out, and that's when you go out there.
Spoken like someone who's from Maui, man. That's awesome. What do you recommend to like kids? Trying to get into something like this.
This is a really fun sport. I got into it at a young age. I started kiting when I was 9, and it's incredible because once you kind of get the initial learning curve down, you get your little gear set up. You don't need to go out and get anything. You don't need to go buy anything. You don't need to fill the boat with gas. You kind of got everything you need, and you can make any day fun. If you have wind and wave, which on Maui you have almost all year long, at least wind you have all year long, and it makes any day a fun day to go kite and learn something new and kind of play around and just get an overall better feel for yourself in the water and something fun to do.
Perfect, man. Hey, thanks so much for the interview.
Yeah.
Is that the normal pose when you're interviewing?
I didn't see you there. He's just stretching out here. Hey, have you seen my beach ball? I lost it when I looked up into the sun. I'm not sure if it went that way or that way. Who knows?
Okay, what would you recommend for like kids coming into the sport, getting into it? What would you tell them right now? What's happening?
Yeah, I just tell, before when I was kid too, in Cabo Verde I don't go a lot to school, because I love a lot to go on the water, to surf, but I know the school is very important, but the kids should go to school, and then what I should say is go on the water, training, all the way in the water. Don't stay to play PlayStation at home like in Italy. All the kids
just throw the PlayStation away.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of interviews in Italy to say go on the water, have fun, and then you in the future will be a surfer.
Perfect, perfect, man. How do you show no fear on those waves? Like, did you just grow? Are the waves like where you grew up like this, or are they as big or bigger? Or?
Yeah, I grew up in Punta Preta. I know everyone know where is Punta Preta. It's in Cabo Verde, in Africa. You know that. Just amazing, you know, big barrels, wind offshore, side off, you know. This kind of wave is perfect, but you know, I prefer my home, you know, but I used to. I like, you know, I like my barrel, like to. Yeah, it's just perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, thanks right now.
Well, I changed a lot, you know, because I remember when I started, you have everybody with the strap, you know, like. When you surf on the wave, do like big jumping on the wave, all this stuff. So now if you see the level has changed a lot because you try to push more close to the surf, you know. So you just use more the power of the wave to do your tricks, and it's like you do downwind. So the kite pushes you on the wave, and then you know, you just try to use the power of the wave to do your tricks. And I think on the future, for sure, it's gonna change a lot. You know, we're gonna have a lot of high level, all this stuff. Like just in Cape Verde, you see how the guy there is kiting. It's really good. You know, every year we have a new trick coming, and I think it's gonna be really nice.
Nice.
Kite surfing is one sport. Well, we say it's really easy to learn. So you should be not surfer or windsurfer or bodyboard to do it kite surfer. So you never done nothing. Maybe you see the first time one guy's jumping, and then so he call you so many curiosity. So we'd like to try.
Gotcha.
And the result is when after 1 year we're able to do these things too. So you improve yourself. Also, it's good for you to go after your work day. You go on the water, keep it in the ocean, always be in contact with nature, with windy waves. So I think it's really sport you do the sport but for fun, and you feel always good.
Nice. How did you do in the competition yesterday?
The competition was not that good. It was good anyway because it's my first time here in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I feel so different with the conditions. It's not like the wave is different like I use it to surf, but I hope next year is going to be much better. I had a nice couple waves, good point there.
Gotcha.
So I passed my first heat, and then the second heat, the guy was going with me, competed, did really well too. So was everything perfect, no mistakes. So that was one of the best days for him. And then I didn't have some good waves, so I was checked for really power wave because that we like it.
Gotcha.
Cabo Verde usually is a big wave, and we want to take the big wave, and so.
Nice.
And when my heat, I didn't get some big waves, so that's it's good. Anyway, so I'm happy to be here. Happy to know why. So usually I was windsurfer before.
What would you tell kids that want to be where you are?
To never stop the school first things, and always keep yourself busy on the water.
Perfect.
After the school, should come on the water. Because to be a surfer, you need to go on the school too. Because you need to both things together. It's wonderful. Just keep a respect. And if you go on the water, you always outside many troubles, many things happen. Because if you want to do surf, you need to body full power. If you're not full power, you cannot go on the water. So you have to be full power. And to be good food, good water, and don't do bad things, and you are on the water, always good energy to maybe one day to be a world champion. So this
there you go, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Well, my name's Solbach. I'm 30 years old, and I'm from the U.S., from California originally, and I now live here on the island of Maui.
Nice. And how long have you been kite surfing?
I've been kiting for, I guess, like over 10 years, and I think I started in 2002, and started competing in 2003, and was really into freestyle competitions for a long time. Followed the freestyle tour for a lot of years.
Explain to us what freestyle actually means, you know.
Well, yeah. So that's the unique thing about kiting is that we have a lot of different disciplines in kiting. So freestyle is all about jumping huge, you know, on a small sort of a wakeboard, twin tip we call it, kind of board that you can jump huge. You can do flips and spins, and then we have racing, which is on a bigger board with big fins, racing around a course to go fast, and winner takes all sort of thing. And then we have kite surfing, which is what we saw here at the KSP at Ho'okipa, which is all about surfing waves and riding like a surfer.
Nice, nice. What's your favorite?
Well, I mean, I started back in the day doing freestyle, and I've also gotten into racing. And but really, where my heart is in the surf. So I grew up surfing and windsurfing and around waves. So I really enjoy surfing waves with a kite.
What would you recommend to like younger kids and people trying to get into the sport, not really understanding what to do or how to get into it?
I would definitely recommend taking a lesson when you start to get into kite surfing, just to get familiar with all the gear, the safety releases, and all that kind of stuff. The gear's actually really safe these days, a lot safer than when we started 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So that's evolved a lot. So I would just recommend taking a lesson, getting into it slowly, and choosing the right gear that's gonna maximize your fun on the water.
My name is Matchu.
Matchu?
From
Nice.
Cabo Verde.
Cabo Verde, nice. How was the waves yesterday?
Oh, yesterday we have very nice conditions in Ho'okipa. The wind was so good, like 28 knots, and the size of the waves was great also. The guys was doing well on the water. So we had a nice condition, nice ride.
Nice.
So
nice.
so happy for them and to be here also. To doing kite, but we have a lot of guys doing surf, bodyboard, but it's good because it's starting already to be on the sea, and in Cabo Verde also it's good conditions for do it. And it's me, Airton, Mitu, we have a school out there. So
oh, you guys have a school?
Yeah, we have a
nice.
school. We work always in the winter.
How can
best season from the December until April. So and after we go to Europe in Italy, we start to do something with the schools again. And
how can someone find your school? What is its name? And
the name is Tribal Surf.
Tribal
we work
Surf.
together, me, Airton, and Airton's father. So we're there all winter. If you guys want to come, we're happy and kiting together, learn you how to kiting, learn how to do strapless, and also I'm doing clinic strapless. If you guys want, you guys are welcome.
Perfect. What's your name and what are you all about?
Jalou Langeree. I'm from Holland.
Nice.
And here for the KSP World Tour. And we just finished off. Got second, lost my title. Little disappointed, but it motivates me to train even harder for next year.
Second.
It's just an amazing sport. If you want to start, please take a lesson. It's a lot safer just to take a lesson before you go. And yeah, it's just amazing. Every session is so different, and you can go jumping, you can ride the waves like we did in the contest, and yeah, it's just an amazing feeling to be out there.
How were the waves yesterday?
Wow, we had really good conditions yesterday. Waves were pumping, huh? It was very, very good, and happy we managed to finish everything yesterday in perfect conditions, because as you can see now, waves dropped off and the wind is just starting to fill in, so I think we definitely scored it on the conditions.
Explain to us a little bit about the difference in kite surfing, because most people like me don't really understand kite surfing, so we come and we watch these competitions. What's different about the kite surfing you're doing from what other people are doing?
Well, you have different disciplines in kite surfing. You can do racing, freestyle, wave riding. I have a freestyle background, which is just the jumping.
Oh, okay.
And now I got into the waves.
That's why you have no fear of those big waves.
Well, you don't really need the waves when you do freestyle. You rather have like flat water and smooth wind.
Oh.
And now in the wave riding, you just want to ride biggest waves there are.
Possible.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. What's your name?
Sebastian Ribeiro.
Sebastian, man, you caught a huge wave yesterday. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
I honestly thought it was probably one of the biggest one of the day, but that was just me gauging, and I don't know that much about kite surfing. What? How long have you been kite surfing? Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, and I'm kite surf like 5 years, so that's not a lot. But I surf actually maybe 15 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a lot of time. And this was different for me because I tried to have some fun out there, you know. I don't wanna like compete and just like be nervous. I just wanna go there and have some fun. That's what I did, and I think works really well.
Nice. Is kitesurfing popular in Brazil right now, or like is there a company down there, or what's going on in Brazil that way?
Yeah, the kitesurfing in Brazil is growing so fast. So we have the freestyle on the north and the wave on the south of Brazil. So I live on the south, so I always doing the wave style. And there's a good spot, good waves to train.
Perfect. So my name is Pedro Henrique. I'm from Brazil, from Rio. Now I live in Portugal, Guincho.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How was the waves yesterday?
So here we had like a really nice conditions. We knew it could be hard about the wind question, but at the end it was perfect. We had wind all days. We had nice waves all days. We had such high level. It was pretty cool. Watch guys like Kailani doing kite. Also watching guys like Sebastian ripping a lot, like growing so much from the last year to this year. And Keahi was awesome too, keeping the same style and powerful. And that's it. Like I think we're going on a nice line, nice way. We most of the time pushing the surfing skills and surfing improvements, and that's what we want to show. Like show what can you do with the kite surf, with the power of the wind in the waves, and surfing with more powerful and speed. And I think that's what we show it, and why people from surf is more involved. You know, like like past maybe 6 months, some friends who were just from surf, they are more like kind of more involved with kite surf, you know, like enjoying more the kite surfing. And I think this is important because I coming from a surf world, and most of the people was really against kite before, and now I'm watching guys talking about kite, looking for something about kite, even magazines. It's important, you know, like we show our sport to different people, and that's all about. Gotcha.
What gets you up in the morning to get out on the water every day?
Exactly. Like I think doing kite, I can be more time on the water, and for sure I'm training a lot more. I'm enjoying more the ocean. Personally, I was scared to be out of the waves, you know, like really deep on the ocean, and now I'm feeling better and more comfortable with that. And this is a couple things that are changing, you know, like when we start to do kite.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much, man, for the time. It's all about.
My name's Patri McLaughlin. I live on Maui. I grew up here, and I kite surf.
Perfect, man. Live on Maui, so you're used to these waves and how they. Are you able to surf out here very often on this point, or not really? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I surf a lot out here at Ho'okipa, but it's kind of tough for kiting. They have a shared usage rule, so if there's less than 10 windsurfers and less than 10 surfers, you can go kiting.
Oh, gotcha.
It's pretty rare that actually happens. So sometimes you can squeeze in an hour session like in the middle of the day, but I honestly don't ride out here too much. So.
Oh, gotcha. So it's still kind of different.
Yeah. Like
You're like, hey, I live here, but I don't always try to. Well, awesome. Are you seeing kite surfing progress right now? Do you think it's changing, or where do you think it's going?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've seen just the level of riding mainly. Like, so many guys are killing it now, where a few years ago there was like a select group of guys. And I think the contest thing is coming along really well too. They're getting more organized with their events and figuring out, you know, how to judge it really.
Perfect. So
it's definitely progressing towards the future.
What gets you up in the morning to go kite surfing? Like what attracts you about the sport?
I mean, I love the kite surf. Really, like, it's just so much fun. I don't really get that same feeling at the end of the day if I don't get in the water somehow. Certain days you'll get really big waves and a lot of wind, and you're out there with one buddy or two of your friends on
your own wave, and nothing beats that. So that's definitely my drive to go kite. I love to kite big waves, really. That's what I like to do. So I mean, some days I won't even bother, you know, if it's pick up your trash.
That's right. What's your name? And you're a judge, right?
Right.
All right. Perfect.
My name is Lex.
Cool.
I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, nice, nice. How was the water yesterday?
Water was beautiful.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous blue, warm.
Perfect.
Nice.
How do you judge in this competition like that is so different?
Yeah. Well, what we do is we use the surfing criteria we use in judging normal surfing. So that's whoever does the most radical controlled maneuver in the critical section of the wave. Speed, power, and flow. Shows a combination and a variety of repertoire. A high degree of difficulty, high amount of risk. These guys will win the piece.
Perfect. What's going on with kite surfing now? Is it getting bigger, or getting more excited about new things coming up? Or?
Oh yeah, I think it's a young sport, and it's growing a lot every year. And especially now with the surfing being involved, the guys riding strapless on their surfboards, showing what the kite can add to someone surfing.
Oh, gotcha.
How it can help them surf with more power, more speed.
Oh, so you're saying that somebody that kite surfs and surfs, that they could improve their actual surfing by kite surfing?
Well, it's a combination of those two things. I mean, if you're a good surfer and you pick up a kite, you're gonna find that you're gonna have a lot more speed to hit the section.
Okay, what would you tell the like younger kids and stuff trying to get into this sport on how to do it?
Just go out, have fun, and also watch a lot of the KSP, watch a lot of videos, see what the pros are doing, try and do that.
Perfect, man.
I'm Damien Girardin, and I'm the kite designer for Nash. And I was here competing too. Didn't do any good really, but it was kind of fun anyway.
Oh man, you're the man. What do you recommend to like kids and people getting into the sport right now, and where they can go with it?
Oh, I think kids should get into it. Actually, my son is 9 years old. He's totally getting into it right now, and I got people at Nash too. They got kids, and we're all getting our kids into it. I think the sport is so much fun and so easy to do compared to pretty much most board riding sport except for SUP. I don't see any water sport that's as easy as kiting.
Okay.
You know, it's a few days and you know how to kite already, and then very quickly you can become very, very good rider.
How does a young kid even start? Do you start on the ground, or?
Yeah, they start with a little trainer kite on the beach.
Oh, okay.
Because they're so young and their brain learns so quick, they get good really quickly.
Nice.
So you know, in like a matter of hours, they can get going. So what do you want to do? You want to wait that they get old enough to actually be smart enough to know what to do in case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
But once they pass that age, which I believe is around 9 years old, then it's game on. It just can go and kill it.
That's awesome, man. It's awesome. What's changed in the last like 5 years with the sport?
With the sport,
you know,
well, obviously wave riding got to a whole new level in the past 5 years. Guys been getting rid of the straps, and I've been getting a lot more closer to surfing. Yeah, that's been awesome. But also some guys been pushing all the air tricks without straps, and that to me that's been very impressive in the wave riding scope of the sport. But also when you look at freestyle, freestyle became a lot more competitive with a much higher level. Like all the guys obviously are now on boots, which allow them to land tricks with a lot more power. So the sport has become very more mature than it's ever been, and you can see that all the pros now, there's not just 2 or 3 guys really killing it, but there's a bunch of like 10, 15 guys really good, being the wave tour or the freestyle tour. So that's in the competition side, but as far as gear goes, gears got become so much easier to kite and so much safer. That people learn quicker, they're safer kiting, so the sport just can grow so much safer now. So that's really what's been happening.
Do they have kite kids leagues, or not really? Younger?
Not really, yeah. There's so few kids doing it. Okay. But actually they do have, there's one world title event now for kids. It was first time this year in June in Spain, and that's a PKRA freestyle event, and they had like different age group. I think there was like 12 and under and then 16 and under, and there was a bunch of kids. There's like 35 or 40 kids in that contest, and there's kids worldwide getting good. There's kids in Brazil, they're just killing it. There's kids. There's that kid in the UK, the Bridge brothers. They're just amazing. They're already pretty much at the world class level. Yeah, it's growing, and I'm looking forward to that growing more, and I hope more brands get into kids gear soon, because you know that's the future of the sport. And now the sport's got to where a lot of the first kiters got kids now, and they want to go kite with their kids, and it's an awesome feeling. I've been kiting with my son now. It's like, you know, it's all time. So,
well, thanks so much for talking.